Hello, lovies. Welcome back to another video. First, I have moving her. I'm gonna share my new outfit. Isn't she so cute? I love her. I love this outfit with my entire being. Everyone, say hello to Ella. She is being very needy right now. She needs a lot of attention. Mama needs to yap. I got some things to say. So, I'm gonna speak on my soapbox. Oh, she's so eepy. If you see her tail in the video, don't. Mind your business. No, okay. No free booty, babe. Anyways, in today's video, I'm just gonna talk about how follow your deep inner knowing. I feel like all of 2025 and now the beginning of 2026 has been me walking the path of having immense blind faith in the universe. And while it is a very hard path to walk, especially if you're a very analytical or logistical individual, which I wanted facts, proof, stats, receipts, studies, multiple. I now have been walking this path for over a year, and it has been the most freeing and rewarding path because in walking in blind faith, you release the need to be reassured. And I'm not saying when you get reassurance to ignore it, because the universe is always talking to you, always sending you reassurance and support in great times of need. But I got caught up towards the end of 2025 in needing immense reassurance and just constantly looking for signs that I'm on the right path. And now I've released that. I've released that so much and made peace with so many past identities. And I'm now finally in the flow state of just existing. And if I'm hit with a speed bump, we go over it. It's just a blimp in such the grand scheme of things. And I don't need reassurance. I don't need any outer force confirming what I already know. Because I know in my soul what is in alignment for me, what I need to engage with, do, how I'm supposed to be thinking and showing up. But man, have I had tests this January. Lunar New Year's not till February 17th. And January was like the final fireworks show. You know Disney's at Magic Kingdom, the fireworks show they do in front of Cinderella's castle where they just light over 1,000,000 fireworks. That's what January has felt like. I have felt the most aligned with the version I've been working so hard, the version of myself I've been working so hard to become. And it's been a year-long journey. I started this healing journey this time last year. So it was such a full circle moment. But man, have a lot of my old identities been going out with a bang. And good on them. I'm glad they went out with a bang. But I've definitely had multiple speed bumps, and I'm so grateful for my Reiki healer because she is helping my energy keep its balance. On top of now the many rituals I'm doing, I feel like a lot of aligned actions I have taken this past month have been what have quantum leaped me or speedily furthered me into becoming the desired individual I've been desiring. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that because your knowing is always going to be tested, whether it be a situation, an individual. The universe loves a good little test to see just how quick you are to fall back into an old way of thinking or acting. And I've had multiple circumstances this month. I started the month off super, super sick. I was so sick New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And when I'm sick, I get really depressed. And I slipped back into an old identity for a few days. And then finally, once I snapped out of it, is what was the catalyst for my body healing, in my opinion. Because I decided I'm putting this to rest. When have I slipped into this identity? Not since 2 years ago. So why am I back here? Especially when 6 months ago, when I was walking through no man's land, the trenches, having to have blind faith, I dug my heels into my deep inner knowing and my blind faith. And I proved myself I was right. And everyone told me I would fail, I was doomed, I needed to just wave my white flag, give up, dream on, little girl. But I walked out proven right. Like, I proved them all wrong. So, very gratifying to put that version to rest. Also gratifying to put the version of me to rest just as of last week. I really got to see she's in her coffin, nailed shut. The version of me that would befriend and seek to keep individuals that really loved embodying the hero archetype, the savior archetype, the martyr archetype, the victim archetype. I will set my boundaries with those people. I don't need coddling. I am emotionally available, but I'm selectively available. I'm not going to just go out sharing my trauma willy-nilly and then expect anyone to coddle me. Don't touch me. Don't coddle me. I am good. I only want to be coddled by one person, and my mother. So good. Don't want your grubby hands on me. And if that hurts your feelings, that I don't need saving because I'm confident and I have a deep knowing that it all works out in the end for me, don't pivot and try to convert me to any ideology, especially if I have a Bachelor's of the Arts degree in said ideology. That's a rant for another day. I have such a deep knowing in who I am, what I believe in, and where my boundaries lie now, that you can poke the bear all you want, but I ain't caving. You're not getting a reaction out of me. I am too spiritually led over emotionally led. So I will just continue to reiterate my boundaries, deter the conversation elsewhere, and move forward. And if that is threatening to you, oh well. We live in a world where you either are the manipulator or you get manipulated. And manipulation isn't bad. It's just the control of perception. That's that. And what that really boils down to is a power game. Do you have and hold your power, or are you giving it away constantly? I'm not going to give away my power constantly. That's just no. I'm very protective of my power. It's why I'm selectively available. So that ruffles a lot of people's feathers, especially since we now live in a society where so many people come online and trauma dump, or they try and build relationships off of trauma bonding. And that's just telling people how others abused you and manipulated you, and it's feeding into the victim archetype. And I ain't no victim. I am a victor. Point blank, period. And my inner knowings might make me appear delusional to you, but guess what? Those that succeed and are wealthy and abundant in life are delulu. And those that are placing judgment on them live in a fear and lack mindset. So I'll be delulu all day to you, babe. But I'm thriving. You can have your 2 cents on that. I don't care. I don't care what they are. I'm so good. And year ago me would not be here sitting and talking like this. I would be so gung-ho on protecting others' pieces. I'd either be so submissive and just agree to keep peace, or I would blow a lid and absolutely try and humble somebody or get them to believe my perspective, and they never will. People's perspectives on you only change when they want to change them, just like their assumptions on you. So there's no point in to care about them. No, there's no point in to care about them. I'm saying that right. It just sounds weird. And waste energy. Anger, fear, sadness are very, very costly emotions. I'm not saying never do them. I'm just saying feel them and release and alchemize always into love, because love conquers all and love carries you further in life, especially the love for yourself. So that's where I've been this month in my healing journey. I have definitely seen so many versions of myself put to rest, so many versions of myself that were just rooted in fear, anxiety, and needing reassurance constantly from so many different people or sources. And now it's just, if I get reassurance from the universe, cute, thanks, love you, moving on. Not gonna dwell on it long. I'm just gonna hold gratitude. If I'm gonna dwell on anything, it's me envisioning my desires in the present reality so I can feel the emotions and quantum leap quicker, because the more I feel the emotions of what I'm desiring in the now, the more I'm signaling to my brain I have it now and there is no lack. It's here and now. And that's been challenging at times, because again, the universe loves to throw you a little test, like, oh, you're gonna fall down the spiral if you see this, or if someone says this, or acts like this. And it feels really good to sit here and say, no, I won't. I'm not falling down that spiral. I'm just going to sit pretty, observe, and move forward. And if I need to reiterate boundaries or say respectfully, can we not speak of that? Can we focus on this? Or I have the degree. I will just stand up for myself and move on. And that, I feel like, has it's just shown me how far I've evolved in a year. And it's so crazy to think of just how much I've quantum leaped in even less than a year, and 6 months, and 3 months, and 2 months, and 2 weeks. My mom told me last night, she's like, you seem so much happier than you were 2 weeks ago. And I said, because I am. I am so much happier. And it's because I finally have just stuck my heels mud deep into my inner knowings, and I'm done looking for reassurance. I don't need reassurance. I'm done living a life where I was protecting others' peace or spiraling out over the littlest things and giving all my energy to rage and grief and disgust. I don't care. I don't care. I'm done. I just want to live in peace, and I'll acknowledge the thought and move on. Just happened before I started filming this video. Opened Instagram, had something that kind of poked me, and my lack mind said, hey. And I said, no. Guess what? No. Can't throw that dart at me anymore. Bounce back on you. Bye. And that feels so empowering. I'm so, just so happy. And it's taken a lot of hard work to get here. And I do thank my Reiki healer, because, man, my energy needed some help, some maintenance. But also with her, like, she knows nothing about my life or my situation right now, or situations. And that girl seems to always just have such divine wisdom. Like, the divine speaks through her to me, and I listen. I guess that is the one thing you could try and gotcha me with. And that I go to her for... I don't go to her for reassurance. I go to her for energy maintenance, and I always walk out with some reassurance. And it's a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful. I'm not going to bully myself. See, there was me battling an old identity. You're welcome. You got that on live footage, 4K, HD quality. So that's what I wanted to share this week. January has been full of tests, and I know the tests are just going to slowly trickle every here and there, but soon they're going to come to an end because you're not eternally tested. You have your eras of peace, your Pax Romanas, and once you show the universe, I'm not going to entertain that, it will quit throwing the same dart at you because you've closed that cycle. And I'm counting down the days to Lunar New Year. 3 weeks as of now. 3 weeks. So excited. So that's my update on my quantum leaping and where I'm at and building my power and taking aligned actions, because that's all you can do in this life. If you want to evolve, you gotta heal the rage, grief, the disgust, the archetypes that you carry that are hindering you, and you gotta accept life as a power game. So if you want to be a top dog player, don't fall victim to being manipulated. Be the one in power. And I'm not saying go and manipulate people for your own self-righteous ways, or I don't want to say no one deserves to be manipulated, because there are definitely people that deserve to be manipulated, but it's just a power game. Manipulation is just a power game. So protect your power and set your boundaries and stick to them, and you will find yourself quantum leaping unlike any other. And just keep envisioning your desires, feel the emotions in the present, and train your brain that you have them. We don't need no evidence, no problem. No problem. Just, trust the inner knowing, no matter what anyone says. I love you guys so much. That is all I have to share in today's video. I guess my final advice is crazy people will try and make you feel crazy. So in a world full of crazies, block your ears and walk away. If you're prophetic and you have dreams that tell you so, believe in them. If you just have a deep soul gut feeling, believe in that. If you have had circumstances that confirm, believe in it. Believe in the angel numbers. Believe in the tarot readings you've gotten, but don't continually look for reassurance. That is my advice. Accept, be receptive to it, but really stick and walk in blind faith, and you will be so powerful. Now that's all I have to say. I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. And have a magical rest of your day, afternoon, or evening. Mwah. Take care of yourself. Bye.